of bringing someone that is really close to my heart, really close to probably all of your hearts. She really needs no introduction. She is a superwoman.
Yes.
She is a speaker, she's a coach, she's an entrepreneur, she is a best-selling author of way too many books. Way too many, let's get that clear. But everything she does with total intention. And that's what I love about her. And that's why I know that you guys are going to get so much out of these next 3 days. Make some noise!
The actual way to grow your true empire, where you're going to get super fucking rich and famous and make the most money, is when you're taking care of business in all areas of your life that matter to you. You're like limiting me and stopping me from building my business. And when I say you're, I don't mean like a relationship, I mean like you being like whatever area of your life that you feel like it's going to take time away from your business. When actually it's like, no, if that area of your life is something that on a soul level is important to you and you're not feeding it and watering it, then you're limiting your own income. So I've deliberately chosen to see my life in a way where me taking care of my health, being the kind of mum I want to be, switching the phone off at times, learning how to communicate properly. Well, I won't say I've like evolved into some perfect communication person with my husband, but learning how to communicate better, learning how to listen to each other, actually being like, okay, yeah, we're going to actually have a conversation now, instead of it being like, oh, I'm going to jump on the laptop and you're going to do this, right? To me, that's all furthering my ultimate purpose and vision for my whole life.
And you attract those clients, get them spending money from day one, get them spending more money along the way, build the empire. Now the truth is, I thought about not even mentioning the $6,000 program, because if I was really like, I just want to get $80,000 sales, why would I mention something that's cheaper? Because it's like, oh, 80, oh, 6, right? But I'm going to market it anyway online so you can see it, right? And I have briefly mentioned it all week. But also because I'm honestly at the point where I'm really not going to work with somebody unless they're like, it's fucking in the bag, and I am that person, and I'm going to get those results. It's not like, here's a form, put your credit card details on it if you're one of the three and you want to run to the back of the room. I don't do that with one-on-one, right? If I was doing some big event, then I would do that. You know, and I haven't even gone into all the extras and the bonuses, because I don't want you to actually join for that reason. But if I really wanted to push the sale, then that's what I would do, just to give you guys a little more clarification. Do you want to work with me one-on-one the next 10 weeks so that you can start making money doing what you love? That's the reason I want you to buy. Can you see how amazing it can feel to make money when you're so in integrity with your message, when you've called in your true tribe, when you understand that you had to get down off your high horse, perhaps, for some people, and meet people where they're at, and help them where they're at and allow them their own evolutionary journey? It doesn't matter whether my money comes from here or here or here, because I'm fucking building a $100 million empire right now. You need to understand their underlying motivation, because you're not going to be able to sell something to somebody if you don't know what it is they really want. Why are you here? Why is that important to you? And how do you meet? I'm very pro being connected and engaged with your community as much as you can. If you have somebody says yes to you 6 or 7 times, they will say yes when they're new with you, then ask them to buy. So again, like, you know that I'm for real, right? You know that I'm not just like trying to make a sale, that I'm giving the value for free all the time anyway. That when you come to an event, that you get more, bigger, more powerful, deeper level stuff than what you thought you were going to get, and that it's going to get you so much further than what you even dreamed was possible before you entered into this room, whether or not you keep working for it. Because most people are freaking smart and they actually want results, are going to do it that way so that we can work together so you can see those changes, and you're going to start to feel already more confident and sure of what you're doing. Every single person in this room believes it, correct? You know that we're not fucking around here. We're not putting up with this penthouse anymore. Right? We need to up-level this shit. And you guys flat out believe it, because you know who we are. And you know that next time you come back, you're going to be there. Because I know I'm freaking successful, and that I'm going to keep climbing regardless. It's not about did that person sign up or not, or did anybody in the room sign up or not. Because I already know, like you know that I know that I'm successful, right? So I don't have any of those normal qualms about I'm selling, right? And also because I actually know the techniques be teaching you and that we would be working together one-on-one. And because I've applied them again and again by launching multiple programs and offers, which is what we'd be doing together, that because the core is in place. And regardless, I'm going to get a good outcome. And there's a certain percentage of people who see themselves as being, I am that fucking committed to my success. I'm a freaking VIP. I always get the best. That is who I am. And I already know that I'm going to be where Kat and Regan are and beyond. And so just show me the fastest way to get there, and I don't even fucking care what the details are. That's who I am, right?
Hanging out in the room, getting prepared for a really big interview with Regan, and we were just having I was having a little bit of a bitch session, let's be honest, about when somebody asks for a discount. And I was sharing an example, not from recently actually, so don't everybody start freaking out and wondering if I'm talking about you, of somebody who said to me, she wanted a discount on my one-on-one mentoring services, and she said to me, don't you remember what it was like when you weren't making money yet in your business? Yeah, I do remember what it was like. I remember selling my house, using that money into my business, selling my car, my beloved Audi, using that money into my business, selling my little, meager kind of slightly lame share portfolio, and using that money, selling my handbags on eBay, selling literally like everything I could get my hands on, to the point where I ran out of money. And I remember yelling at my daughter because I couldn't afford to buy her like a $2.50 snack that she wanted, and I yelled at her for asking for sugar when the truth was I didn't have the money. I would be standing in line and just like scared that maybe the transaction wasn't going to go through. I remember being over $100,000 in debt. And so when people ask me for a discount on coaching services, and I look at what I had to go through from a mindset point of view and kind of like a rebirth through fire point of view, in order to become the pretty freaking resilient, tenacious, never say die person who I am now, who fully believes in herself and what I went through to get to that point, and somebody wants a discount, and I just think I would never do that to you. I wouldn't have the disrespect to you to give you a discount instead of to allow you to go through the process that is necessary to get to where you want to go. Because the reality is that if you're not, you don't have to have a dramatic story like mine, but if you're not willing to lay yourself on the line for your business as an entrepreneur, then how the fuck are you ever expecting to get anywhere? And the reality is that as an entrepreneur and as a leader, and somebody who's going to be in the public eye, tenacity and resilience, these are two of the most critical characteristics that are going to allow you to pave your way. So you don't just wake up with those. That comes from experience. It comes from life experience. It comes from picking yourself up as many times as it takes. So if you're looking at investing in yourself, in working with me as a mentor, and working with somebody else, and you're, feeling like, can I take this risk? It's not about that. I mean, we've all heard the expression, can you afford to, can you afford not to, is the truth. But it's really just about, well, if you're going to choose to believe in yourself, and you're going to choose to believe that you're born for this and that you're not going to stop until you get there, then it's not really a risk, is it? Because you know that you're not going to stop until you get there, and you know that you're going to be successful. So for me, even though that was excruciatingly tough going through all that, and it was traumatic, and it just seemed never ending at the time, I'm so grateful for that. And also, there was never a question. Anytime I knew that I needed to invest in a mentor or in anything in my business, it was never, will I do this? It was always, what can I freaking sell? Which bank can I basically like twist the arm of to get another line of credit? That's what it was. I did what it takes. Now I'm here. I have a multiple 7-figure lifestyle, getting my hair and makeup done right now. Regan Hillier's over on the other side of the room. I can show her.
You can't see.
Okay, she's over there though, trust me. I'm not making it up. And we're about to go and interview one of the top leaders, if not the leader of the entrepreneurial world. And so that shit doesn't happen by accident, right?
It is the interview day with Mr. 10X himself.
Mr. Grant Cardone, the Godfather, Mr. 10X. Everywhere. I want to be lighting everywhere. We got your special hat.
Whee! Like, man, you don't have a choice anymore. You need money, and you need lots of money. $1 million is the new middle class planetarily. Okay, not just in America, Australia, New Zealand. You need a lot of money, man. You have two choices today. It is either suffer with the mass number of people on this planet, or get your financial gain in such a sick, beautiful position that it can't be disrupted. Yeah, I just don't waste a lot of energy, and when I'm going to use it, I'm going to use it with the goal of monetizing some future idea I have in my head. You got to reach up. You got to go meet new people. You got to make new. I'm going to go hang out with Steve Harvey Wednesday. You got to reach up. Reach up and figure out, hey, how do I hang out? Who do I want in my environment? Who's on my target list? You guys got bucket lists? Man, you need a people list.